Yo, 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 we on time in this thing, baby. We on time in this thing, baby. Not a second late. I'm on time, baby. And I found out why my my screen yard been tripping. Yeah, man, at screen yard, I had to put my new credit card in. Yeah, man, my cousin tried to do it, tried to call me right when I go live. I keep trying to tell people, stop trying to call me when I'm going live. They always trying to mess up the fact that I want to be on time. Now, Nacho Chicho, I didn't do it this time. I did not let you call me. So now, I'm not letting you do it. These people see me getting ready to go live, and then I get 30 calls in a row. We're not doing that. Now StreamYards, StreamYard like me again because I got the updated card on StreamYard, so I'm good now. I got access to my functions. I'm good. Now I'm finna go outside real quick because I can't smoke in here, and I just got me some swagger dad, and I'm finna hit it. Now we got Chucky Atkins. He on the golf course right now watching. We gonna let y'all boys come on in, and then I want y'all to show Chucky some love, man. Chucky is starting a YouTube page, and hopefully we can do some streams together while he's starting out, till he get his feet wet, and then he can take off like the mothership. Um, and Chucky down there in Orlando, so we're gonna see if Rodney can look out for my boy and pull up on him and show him some things about YouTube. But if not, F Rodney. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it real. If not, F him. What's up, Miss Collins? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, look, I'm turned up this morning. I'm tired, and I got some good rest last night because I passed out down there. I was watching the game, and I had a little bit too many libations in there. I think I had three when I should only had two because I had already ate me an edible. But boy, I was knocked to the out. So I'm gonna stay off camera for a second. I got to get my beauty rest, and that means I got to smoke a little bit. So good morning to y'all. You know what I mean? I'm still here. We all still here. But let me drop this link because we gonna get right into this. Ooh, I think my boy Chucky on the golf course. Let me drop this link. We got 134 of y'all in here. Y'all gotta share this live, man, cause you know they not putting the brother in the algorithm no more. Talking about Rodney, forgive KB. You know you got the ability to turn the lights off. I sue Rodney, motherfucking head. Yeah, I sue Rodney. We got some excellent playoff basketball. I got some great questions to ask Chucky, but we already know he gonna have his own thing to talk about too. But I'll do my best, ask some questions. I want to start off with the old school, the older games, and I want to go to the new game and what's going on now. So we're gonna go backwards and then we're gonna go forward. Let me let them know I'm live. Waiting on them. Hold on, y'all. Oh, let me send him the link. He said, "Where do I find the page?" Um, who the hell? I don't know who these people is. Hold on, we got Chucky in the back, but I'm gonna have to refresh my screen. Hold on. All right, my screen is refreshed. Where is Gilbert? We don't got no Gilbert.
Nah.
Let me get to the screen. Chucky, what's up, man?
What's up, baby?
Man, you out there living good on the golf course. I'm telling you, boy, I'm about to
Man,
hate.
you 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 know how we do in Florida, man. You know we got to get up and we got to get it happening. We got to get moving, baby.
Oh, okay. I see you got the top hat on, boy. I'm talking about you looking like you look, boy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, back in there, you know, I'm a swagger on 100,000 trillion.
hey, I bet your swing trash. You looking like Tiger Woods. Your
Hey,
golf swing
man.
any
If
good?
I don't play, listen. If I don't play good, damn it, I gotta look good. Now,
I like it. I like it. I like it. Hey, but listen, man, let's get right into it because I know you out
let's do
there.
it.
I know you out there on the green, right?
Yeah, let's get
And
it. Go
I'm about to
ahead.
be
I'm
on the
here.
green too,
I'm
but
here.
sitting right here. Hey, so let's go backwards to go forward. Before we go
Okay.
forward, give me your
Okay.
take on Anthony Edwards going down to the opposite team bench with 8 minutes on the clock. A lot of people was talking about that. So what's your
Okay.
take on that?
Well, my take on that, Kwame, was when I first heard it, I was like, okay, how do you feel? How do I feel about it, right? But then what ended up happening was once I listened to bruh was saying that he was getting taken out of the game. So if you're getting taken out of the game, you know, he ain't going back in the game. So he wanted to go ahead and he wanted to go ahead
And we getting a
and
golf lesson, boy. That swing wasn't half bad, boy.
man, I'm trying to tell you, man, I do this for a living, bro. So look, so he wanted to go ahead and get those guys their props, knowing that he wasn't going to come back into the game. Now, for me, I don't have a problem with that because it was a point in time where Isaiah Thomas and the Bad Boys didn't shake nobody's hand, and there was a problem for that, right? Now you're getting guys shaking hands 8 minutes prior to the game being over. Now everybody has a problem with that. He shook hands. He gave those guys their props. Move on, man. I don't think that should have been a problem for anybody. That's just my opinion.
So what do you think about Udonis Haslam? He said he would have tackled Dwayne Wade. He really had a problem, and he coming from more of a respect thing. He was the enforcer on Miami. He said that's disrespectful to the other players on the team. What do you think about his perspective of it?
Um, Come on, man. What would have been disrespectful? What he would have been like, man, the hell with y'all. I ain't shaking nobody's hands and walked up out of there, right? What was so? If you do it at 8 minutes to go, or whether you do it with 20, with no time left on the clock, what's the difference? Like the game was over with, man. They were down by 30 points.
I feel
The
you.
game
I
was over
understand
with.
that.
And you
Okay.
know as a player, when you like they've done everything that they could possibly do. We don't have it in us this year to beat those guys. That's
Well,
kind of I guess that's
let
I
me tell
mean
you
to
this.
me. Go ahead.
Kobe wouldn't have shook nobody in. He would have walked off the court, would have threw his hand up, and he wouldn't have talked to us for 2 or 3 days. I told him about Kobe.
Right.
Until you win again, nigga, he ain't even gonna talk to his own teammates, let alone go shake another motherfucking hand.
Well, I mean, it's different strokes for different folks, right? Different people can get away with different things. In this instance, the man showed these guys that he was playing against the ultimate thing. Hey man, we lost. Y'all got us this year. Okay, cool. Don't mean that the next time he don't see him, it ain't gonna be on and popping. Just right now, y'all got the best of us. Knowing his team. He's the leader of that team. He understood what the scenario was, and that's the way he chose to act at that particular time. Was he right or wrong? Hey man, I don't know that. But some people have a problem with that.
Well, I understand that too. All right, so let me ask you this: how do you feel about the way they played Wimby in Game Two? The physical play, the grabbing
Ooh,
him. I heard a lot of people saying that ain't
ooh,
basketball, but I know you old
ooh.
school. So what you think?
Hey man, I think that those people did what they needed to do to win the game, right? They were in a situation where everybody knew that they couldn't go back to San Antonio down 0-2. And by any means necessary at that point in time, right? Hey man, you can't stop Wimby. Them guys know they can't stop Wimby. So they got to junk the game up. I actually predicted that was gonna happen before the game. I said they
Exactly.
was gonna I said they was gonna do one or two things. So they was gonna come out, they was gonna play with some sense of desperation, right? Because they couldn't go back to San Antonio down 0-2. So what does that mean? Hey man, we can't allow this young great to walk around, not be touched, not be um, you know, um, not be put in a difficult situation. So if it meant for them to grab, hold, do whatever, tripping, whatever they needed to do to get a win, that's what they did last night. Now, having
And I ain't
said
gonna
that,
lie, I loved it because
I
that's the style of play that we used to play. Nigga, if you beat us, you gonna have to beat us. You gonna have to fight, claw, scratch, because that's what it's about. Imposing your will on people. And the beauty of it is we're gonna get to see if Wimby is who we think he is. Because what is Wimby supposed to do? He's supposed to dig deep, make an adjustment, and then match their aggression with
well,
more aggression.
well,
And
here's
then
the
that's how
thing.
you make somebody great.
Here's the thing. The cat is out of the bag now, right? So that's they're gonna have to play. Now, you knowing the league the way I know it, do you think the league is gonna allow them to continue to rough Wimby up, especially at home and stand as
Absolutely
underdog
not.
tonight?
Absolutely not. But
That's my
I
point.
tell you what, they're gonna let it play out a little bit. But once they see that, they're gonna wait to see what Wimby does. They're not gonna bail him out. He's a big dude. He's taller than everybody. I call him the cheat code. So
Yep.
the cheat code gonna have to get into his base, and if he want people to see that he's getting fouled, the only thing he got to do is keep his hands up. I saw that they was wrapping his arm up. If he keep his arms above his shoulders, then they can see that they tangling up his arms a little better. And don't
Hmm.
get frustrated. I think they're gonna bring greatness out of Wimby tonight.
Well, I know this. I know that they'll be different. I don't know. Has it been said whether or not De'Aaron Fox is going to play or not?
You say is Darren Fox gonna play? I think he's
Yeah.
gonna play.
If he plays in a different game, anyways,
Yeah,
from the
but
standpoint of you know, here's how crazy it is. These guys have been having 20, 20 damn 20 damn turnovers a game, and they still been in it. Where they was able to win one, and then they were in the second one. So like, is when De'Aaron Fox come back, turnovers obviously gonna be a lot different. Can the Oklahoma City Thunder withstand what's gonna come at them tonight in San Antonio?
I think they can, but I definitely think it's gonna be a different type of game that they're gonna ref it different tonight. But I also think Wimby is gonna rise to the occasion. I think you're gonna see a more of aggressive Wimby, and I think he gonna look back at that tape and see. I was crying a little bit. Okay, he grabbed me. I'm gonna grab his ass back because if the ref is allowing them to do it, they grabbed his jersey, all that. If the ref is allowing him to do it, then you gotta match force with force. This is not.
Yeah.
This is a
Well,
man's league.
remember the last time they did that with the Wemby last series, and he elbowed Nas Reed, right? And when you look back at it and you go over the whole season, that's been happening to Wemby the whole year. That
And
same
that's
thing
why
tonight.
I didn't get mad when he elbowed him because that's you supposed to respond. You tell your big men to play big. And what would you have done if I'd have came into the locker room and say, "Dog, they holding me, Chucky, they holding me"? What you would have
Get that
told me?
motherfucker off of you, Kwame. Get him
Hello,
off you.
hello,
That's what I would have said.
hello. This is a
You know what
man's
I'm
game. Ain't
saying?
nobody gonna sit here and hear you whine about somebody holding you.
No, no. I mean, he's 7'4", but that's the same thing that they had to do to Shaq, right? When Shaq was in his
Yes,
prime, man, they were doing a lot of that same stuff. Now we have a whole different animal. The only thing that bothers me a lot about that a little bit is I want to see how he responds. If he gonna stay by the basket, or is he gonna retreat out to shooting threes, more threes, at home. Other than that, I got the series going 7. I think this is a true rivalry, something that we've missed for years in the league, and it's gonna be good for basketball.
I love it. I think you absolutely right. I think this team is damn near evenly matched. I like Castle. He uncontrolled chaos. I like him.
Yep,
Um,
he's a dog. I think their team is set up to play Oklahoma City Thunder. Like when they
oh
were
yeah,
constructed, their team was constructed to play against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
absolutely.
Knowing that they got a cheat code with Wimby.
That boy is the cheat code. But let me ask you this. Yeah, and I do think with
Yeah.
Darren Fox in there, it's gonna
Mhm.
slow the pace of the game down, and it's gonna allow Castle just to be himself and not think that he has to take over the game. He could just pick his spots. But
Yeah.
let's switch over to the East Coast,
Okay.
which I don't think either of these teams are gonna be able to do anything with
Mm-hmm.
OKC or San Antonio, whoever wins. But
Mm-hmm.
do you think the series is over for Cleveland?
I don't. I think that Cleveland let game one get away. I don't know what happened to Donovan Mitchell at the end of game one, but he was laboring, which made James Harden have to turn into the James Harden of old. He would have to understand that James is not the guy anymore. He's the help, right? So, having gave away game one, game two, they just came out there and they just laid an egg. You know, having said all of that, New York ain't really did nothing but hold court at home, which is what they're supposed to do. Cleveland go home
And
and get
and
game
that's
three,
why,
we got a
hold on, not
series.
to cut you off. This is why I like talking basketball with another basketball player. Because people will say that all the time. The series over, they down 2-0. They only did what they were supposed to do. You're
Right,
supposed to take care of your home floor, and the
right,
opposing team is supposed to steal one game.
right,
If you take care of your home court, it's a whole new ball game when you get back to your home floor.
right. Exactly. So all they did was take care of what they were supposed to take care at home. You know, and tonight in the next game, if they go out there and they get a win at home, obviously you know how it is playing at home, man. You ain't gonna get tired. You know, the crowd's gonna be into it. You go out there and get into a good rhythm and a good mode. Hey, man, you win game three, we got a series.
All right, yeah, I had to let me get this other one down. I had to get on my computer. But for sure, like it's that's what it's about. It's about stealing one game. Don't overreact. You hope to steal one game on the home floor, but now if they go take care of their floor, it's a brand new series. But I do
It's a
think
brand new series. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying? And one thing
understand
that
if
we do
Donovan
know,
Mitchell is
we don't
hurt,
know.
then they need to say something because I thought he was the closer. I didn't want to see James Harden at his age, 38, trying to close games. It should be that young Lions' turn. What you think about that?
Well, I I I I agree with you 110%. Right? Here's how it should be. And I've been saying this about Cleveland the whole year. They don't give the ball enough to Evan Mobley. They play a lot through James Harden, and Donovan Mitchell shoots a lot of shots. But if they give the ball, you know how it is as guards, man. Like them guys gonna find shots whenever, right? You got to get them other guys and get the most out of Evan Mobley, and allow him sometimes to be home because next year or the year after that ain't gonna be no James Harden.
Now you
Then who
got to
you gonna go
elaborate
to?
on that, Chucky, because most people don't know shit about basketball. So they're going to be like,
Okay,
"What? What is he
okay,
talking
so
about?"
okay, so
Clearly, Donovan
here's
Mitchell is a better skilled player. So can you elaborate on why it's important for you to get your big man involved and what that does for a big man?
okay. So I always, as a point guard, I'm always had the ball in my hands, right? So I can shoot the ball kind of whenever I choose to, especially if I'm the number one option, right? My job is to make sure I get all my other guys off because at some point in time, I'm gonna need my role players and my help guys to perform and to come through with a big play in a big moment, right? Teams are gonna do this. Hey, you know how it is, Kwame. When we play against other teams, we want to take out their best player. We want their best player to be taken out of the game. Well, if he's getting double teamed the whole time, somebody else is forced to make a play. If those guys aren't comfortable making plays in big time moments, you don't have anything. You're gonna lose the game.
And when I
I don't
hey,
care.
listen, when I say that, people say that I'm crazy. And the example that I use is Big Ben, one of the teammates of both of ours. Remember when
Absolutely,
Coach Brown was giving him the first three shots of the game?
absolutely.
Posting them up, and if that motherfucker could throw a hook shot over the backboard, and when he did that, I said, "Oh shit, we finna have a long night because he finna be at every offensive rebound. This
Right,
bitch finna try to block every shot." And
right.
I'm like, that was genius of Coach Brown to do that because it just made him involved in the game
Well,
more and more.
I had another guy that I played with by the name of John Amici, right? John Amici was like the first guy that came out that said that, he was, his sexuality was a little bit different. So um, when I played with him, we would run the whole first quarter. We would run plays with him the whole first quarter, my first year in Orlando. But he would come out there and have 15, 16 points in a quarter, right? We was trying to get him comfortable getting the most that we could get out of him because in the fourth quarter, and you put him back in the game, especially if he had a big first quarter, that would draw the defense to him. And then we would go totally away from him and do something different, right? Cleveland, that Donovan Mitchell is going to shoot the ball a lot of times. So the next best player to him, in my opinion, and the youngest guy on the team is Evan Mobley. So get him available, get him the ball, get him going early and often. And if he get to going, the New York Knicks have a whole different problem. Now, Donovan Mitchell coming. So that's why I
And
say
why
that.
does that seem like a lost art in today's game? It to now it's like hero basketball that the guard just run around, shoot 28
Well,
times, gonna hit
well,
45 to 50% of their shots, and then everybody look at the box score like that's a good game.
well, strategy is different now, man. Like basketball today is played differently than when we played, Kwame. Like when you had a height advantage, Kwame, we would ask you to post up and take advantage of the height advantage. Nowadays, you see tall guys standing on the perimeter most of the time. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
Hey,
The strategy of the game is
what
different.
would you say if you see me on the perimeter and let's say I got a Caruso on me? What you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, get your ass on the motherfucking post,
That ain't
boy.
special. Get your motherfucking ass on the
Get your
block.
ass on the spot. Get on the block, boy. Because what we're gonna do is once we throw it to you, you either gonna get us a bucket or you're gonna draw a double team and you're gonna make the play out the double team. What all good
Or
players do, right?
another lost art. People always talk about, oh, this big man can't shoot free throws, so they don't give him the ball. Okay, but guess what? The guards can shoot free throws. So Kobe used that as a strategy. He like, boy, you get fouled all the time. And they're willingly fouling you. He like, shit, fuck it. Go at the rim, get us to the bonus, and then it's my show.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
Once you
all
get us to the
strategy.
Hey, look, once you get us to the bonus, Kwame, it makes the game easy. Now I'm just running into people. Shit, I'm trying to get to the I'm running into motherfuckers trying to get a foul. You know what I'm saying?
It's so many nuances to the
But
game that I
but
think these
but
guards don't take advantage of because they so caught up in the stat sheet that
but
if
you
they
know,
knew how to use a big man, especially
right.
aggressive one that know how to get fouls, then now when he gets you in the bonus, shit, you can go tell the coach, hey, scoot him out the way, call your own number. You the guard, like you
Well,
say.
what
You
what
call
you
your
do?
own number anytime.
That's called a game within the game. Like a lot of
Hello.
times we don't play the game within the game, right? Hey man, I played two positions, right? I started and I also came off the bench. To me, coming off the bench was way easier than starting because most of
To
the
me,
time
that
you're
shit
playing
was
against
harder.
right. So for me, it was like, okay, you come off the bench, you're playing against a second tier guard. But most of the time, if we're in the bonus and I'm coming off the bench, oh, I'm getting right to it because every time I get
Right,
touched, I get fouled.
right.
I go to the free
Yeah, you can come straight into the game, go straight to the free throw line. I feel you. Your shit messing up real
throw.
quick. I think you froze.
No,
There you
I'm,
go.
I'm
You
going
back.
through a tunnel.
You back.
Yeah, so now you already in the game without even having to make a move. Basketball players seeing that ball go through the net is a big thing.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? But I think that Cleveland is still involved. I think they're still in it. I think it's going to be a good series. They just got to get game three. So now all the pressure goes to Cleveland because they can't allow New York to come in there and win game three or four, or it's over.
It's over. And that's what I think is gonna happen. They're gonna fight like monsters and dogs. So the keys to victory for Cleveland is to get their young fella Mobley involved early and
Right,
often, get them to the bonus, and then you let your guard the floor. They have to sink into the guards, and James
right.
Harden, all he needs is a inch of space,
An
and he can
inch.
make that
Yep.
shot. So
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something else that's puzzling to me about Cleveland, what they did with their roster.
yeah,
Everybody has a guy on their team, like just say Oklahoma City. They have their Lou Dort.
yeah,
He's the perimeter guy. I don't give a fuck who you is on the other team, whether you're the point guard, whether you're the wing guy. If you're the scorer, his job is specifically to slow you down,
yeah,
right? The New York Knicks have Josh Hart and they have Mikal Bridges.
yeah.
Um, The San Antonio Spurs, they got Stephon Castle and those guys. For whatever reason, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they don't have that guy.
Or maybe they do, but he's on the bench. Maybe.
Okay, well maybe they're gonna need that guy because if anything's to happen to Donovan Mitchell again, obviously you can't put James Harden on a scoring guard like a
They
Jalen
doing
Brunson,
it,
like a
which
Big
I
Body
think
guy.
is taken away from his scoring.
Yeah,
He should
it's gonna
not be
take a.
guarding Brunson. That's a tall task for you. You want him to score and stay in front of Brunson. I
That's
think
not gonna
that's
happen.
one of their biggest mistakes.
Hey, look,
He needs to be
that's not
on the
gonna happen.
guard that's not attacking so that he can use his best weapon, which is his offense.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. You can't
Yeah.
you can't you can't allow him to do that. That's James Harden at the end of the day. Like he's an all-time great,
And he's
but
38.
yeah, he's 38, but that's
Is
not
he
he's
38 or 36?
I think he's like 38,
Let me
but
see.
defense ain't never been his calling card, bro. He's a
Never.
scorer. He's a dynamic scorer. That's what he does. That's what he
He's
brings to the table.
36. He's
He's
36
36.
years old.
Well, he's a scorer regardless. I don't care
Yeah.
how old he is. He ain't finna stop runs.
Exactly. And then you got a 36-year-old on that man, that guy, somebody who coming downhill. He's very irky jerky. So you don't get a chance to relax on Brunson at all. That's a jerky type of guard. He's a deep threat and he can break you down at every level. So you got to be aware of him at all times. And so to ask him to do that and score, I just think that's too much.
That's a bit much.
Yeah.
That's a bit much. So they had a guy on their team before by the name of Isaac Okoro. He was their D3 and D guy. They traded him, I think, to the Chicago Bulls or somebody like that. If they still had him right now, that would be a good that would give them a better chance of winning.
Hold on real quick.
Take your time, baby.
Leaning against my cage. I had to latch that bottom on there. Play off 2 feet. So listen, what's the keys to victory for San Antonio for this next game? What do you think they should do with Wemby if you don't think he should float out on the perimeter?
No, I mean obviously you got to go to Wemby. Like Wemby is going to be in the middle of everything all the time. He's the cheat code, right? But they cannot have the turnovers that they had. If they can cut their turnovers to about 10, and then they could somehow get back to playing the defense that they played in game 1 on Shea, I think that's the keys to victory. Putting guys, they need to get guys back into positions to doing what they do best, right? Stephon Castle, having him have to deal with the responsibilities of the ball handling, that's different.
This nigga crazy, man. He talking about jerky guard don't sound right. Pause. How about twitchy? He's a very twitchy guard. You can't relax with people like that. These niggas crazy. But hey, that's another thing about YouTube, boy. They gonna be you, boy. Whatever you say, Paul. I'm like, damn, how y'all think like this, man?
Bro, that's what they doing these days, bro.
These people crazy, man.
But if they could take care of the ball, right, and they could get those guys back into positions that they're supposed to be in, like Stephon Castle is a slasher, a scorer, he's a dog. Like
he's a boy. He dunked on that boy. Oh my! What you think about that dunk?
My gosh,
man! I felt like I jumped about the chair like I did it. I said, "Oh shit!" That's one of them dunks that make you feel good, boy.
Bruh read that thing back. It was like he had a whole bunch of energy pent up from because he tried to dunk on SGA right before that, and SGA fouled him. So he had a little pent up energy.
Shout out to that brother, boy. He made me feel like I don't.
He's a young dog, man. I love to watch that young brother play, and he mean with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't really understand about Wemby. Like we look at his skill set, we look at the height, but bruh got an old school feel. Like he mean with that thing, bro.
I like him.
He is mean with that thing.
I like him, boy.
Hey, look, we got a lot of good basketball. The NBA is in a really good place right now. And,
the NBA will be in a really good place. I hate to say it. And shout out to LeBron, but it's time for him to go or either at least pass the reins to these young guys because there's too much young talent for the league to promote a 42-year-old as the face of the league.
No,
and this is no hate to LeBron, but it's just enough is enough.
No, LeBron James' greatness goes without saying, right? But I was having this conversation with my cousin the other day. After I watched the first 3 games of the conference finals, both the East and the West Conference finals, my conclusion was that like it's definitely like we're watching the changing of the guards in real time, bro.
Real time.
Right? So like your LeBron Jameses, I would say even Kevin Durant,
Yeah,
your Steph
his tweet ass
Curry,
got to go.
like it's time for them guys to relinquish the reins, bro. And it's a new day, bro.
It's
It's a
a
new
very
day.
new day. And what we are seeing with San Antonio, and these are small market teams, and we got to keep that in mind because a lot of people always talking about nobody want to see those small markets. Oklahoma, San Antonio, both small markets got the whole world watching because their style of play, and it's fun to watch. I
And them
love
boys,
seeing the cheat code. That boy pulled up from the logo down 3. Never
bruh,
seen nobody like this.
like it was nothing.
Like it wasn't nothing.
I was like, oh my gosh. Oh
Yep,
shit.
it's time for the youth to be served.
Oh yeah, oh look. Father time ain't never lost. Whether they want to or not. Y'all ain't got to get out the way. Cause we gonna make you get out the way. These games, bro, is fast and fierce.
Well, okay, so let me tell you this. This is what they gonna say, bro. They gonna say, oh, Chucky Atkins and Kwame Brown hating on LeBron. Look at his numbers. He's still at all-star numbers. Okay, fine. Now let me ask you this, Chucky. Where would somebody at your age, at 42 years old, where would a person take a rest at? Oh, your mic went, something happened. He probably got a call. He'll be right back. He'll be right back. I might have to drop the link again. Let me kick him out, drop the link, because if he got a call, he's going to have to get the link again. He's going to have to get the link again. All right, hit the link again, Chucky. They need to retire. Castle dunked on SGA in game 1, nasty. Let me tell him hit the link again. Hush, she shouldn't have ate my chocolate. There you go. He back. All right. You back at it? You sound good? Can you hear me? I hear you. Can you hear me? Say something.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. All right. It's back. Oh, you black again.
Damn, what the fuck?
There you go.
This is no hate to LeBron.
Okay.
LeBron James is an all-time great. But
no, let me ask you. They're gonna say this to you. No, they're gonna say this to you. You got to answer this question. They're gonna bring up his stats. This season, he still has stats like an all-star. So they're gonna throw stats at you. But here's my position on that. At 42 years old, I would rest on defense. So even though my stats say that, I'm not going to help you right now, Kwame. Because in order for me to get those stats, I'm going to be resting like a motherfucker on defense. I'm going to be arguing with the refs. I'm not going to run down the court every time I turn it over. So what's your response to the whole stat narrative? And will you rest on defense at 42, or would you give it your all?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Refresh your screen. Yeah, damn, he can't hear me yet. These stat nerds, that's what they're going to say to him. They're going to say Chucky and Kwame are hating because LeBron James had stats as if LeBron James had stats. Let me tell him to go to my page. Don't use that link again.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So okay. What I was saying, this is not no hate towards LeBron, bro. This is like sometimes it's his time. Like LeBron James is an all-time great. If he don't play another day of basketball, he's one of the top 1, 2, or 3 basketball players that has ever laced up some shoes. But every great basketball player, I mean, we all have an expiration date, bro.
All right. Well, let me say this to you because you couldn't hear me. The statisticians are going to say to you, you're hating, you're wrong because look at LeBron's stats. And
Okay.
I counter and say to that, the reason why his stats are so good because he's going to take off a lot of plays on defense. And he, like, you can see him in game arguing with the referees. You can see him in games
Right.
not running back down the court when he turned the ball over. So, what do you
Right.
say towards the statisticians that's going to come back at you and
What
say, "Look at
what
his
I
stat"?
what I say is that if a guy's played in the NBA as long as LeBron has played, and you know this just like I do Kwame, right? So what ends up happening is this. What ends up happening is this. LeBron James can fall out of bed and he knows exactly what his numbers are going to be. It's not about what his numbers are going to be right now. It's about when it's time to win the game, do he have the skill set? Do he have any energy left in the last 4 or 5 minutes
He
to
give the
take
ball
it?
to Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves was taking the last shot. Marcus Smart was taking the last shot. And I asked the question: this is $50 million standing in the corner.
And you
Now
know
he
why
can
that
front
is.
run and go out and dunk the first quarter, second quarter, but when it's time for to be have an impact where it matters, he don't really have that. He can't get around nobody. He's leaking out to get dunks, but when it's time to get a bucket, he don't have that pull up at a spot and get to it. He got to go all the way to the basket.
And that's right. And that's not taken away from his greatness. That's just, hey man, the man has gotten older, man. He's gotten older. Hey, look, I'm looking at a lot of other guys doing the same thing. Like a lot of times this year, when you watching Houston play, I'm watching KD pass the ball to guys and stand around and wait. It's like I've never seen KD do that. I've always seen KD get right to it. Hey man, give me the ball in my spots. Let me do my thing. But I understand. I was an older player in the league at one point in time. I used to be shifty and be able to get certain places on the court. And man, when these
If
guys
you
coming
get
in
older, you be
younger,
like, "Ooh." And listen, the one
man,
thing I
listen,
noticed, I pride myself on playing defense because it takes energy and effort to do that. But as I
right?
got older and it was time to change, you know what I'm saying? One of y'all guards turned that ball over. When I was young, it was nothing. I had pogo stick legs. Boom, I'm going the other way to play defense. As I got older, I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, turned it over. Damn it.
That's what I'm saying. So, hey man, Father Time is undefeated. LeBron James is great. We gotta respect what he's done, but we also gotta look at what we see and say, okay, hey man, bro might be losing a step. Hey man, he's standing in the corner now
No,
when the game is
well,
over.
I'll disagree. I don't think he's losing a step. There's times that LeBron is faster than 25, 26 year old. I think like this, he's the best athlete I ever seen. Straight
Uh-huh.
up and down, he still can do that. The guy is still dunking. I think this motherfucker can dunk from the free throw line. He got chest to chest dunks over people. At 41 years old, LeBron bodied the motherfucker. Boom. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What I see is his lateral movement is not the same anymore. His side to side is gone.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
all the
So
way
now,
gone.
so now, I'm a be devil's advocate right here. All right. I'm not an ex-professional basketball player. I'm just a fan of basketball. How can you sit there and say just because he's putting up stats, that he still can play, being that you play basketball to win games. If you ain't
Yeah.
winning, shit, what the hell you out there for, right?
No,
So
LeBron, like you said, he can roll out of bed with his physique and his skill set. Like I said, this boy is still fast as hell. He still can jump, and he's hitting okay three-point percentage.
okay,
So he's gonna get 18, 20, especially if he's gonna shoot the ball 18 times a game. There's
easily,
gonna be some nights he get 40.
he gonna do that easily. He gonna do that
Yeah.
easily.
So
He'll get
the
20 points
people that
easily.
don't know shit about basketball, they're leaning heavily into the stat sheet. But if I had to coach against LeBron, I would treat him like a body shot in boxing. I would say that's okay. If he's emptying his gas tank to run for layups and dunks, then you make sure you make him run on that other end. And by the third, fourth quarter, he ain't gonna have no legs. I would
Yeah,
tell
I,
a young
hey,
guy
hey, look,
run him
I can watch
every
LeBron
play.
James play. I could watch LeBron James play in the first quarter. I can tell you what's going to happen. If he go out there and go crazy the first half and have 17, 18 points, I'd be like, oh yeah, he kind of done. He ain't gonna do that same thing in the
The
second.
fourth quarter, he gonna disappear.
You know, but that's just age. It ain't like he ain't great. It's just age, bro.
I think it's more so. I think it's more so about the way that he scores than his age. If just imagine with his energy and his bounce that he has right now, if he could do the MJ thing where MJ used to catch the ball in the post, turn into you and look at you and just shoot the ball. 2 points is 2 points. LeBron is getting all of his like this. All his points like that, right? MJ used to catch the ball, dribble, turn, shoot. That's not a lot of energy. So when people always say how old he is, the way that I see him running and jumping, if he would have developed a get to the spot, pull up, and a turn and shoot out of the post, LeBron can play till he's 60 years old. With the way he take care of his body.
I could agree with that. I can see how you could say that. I can see how you could say that.
Man, if you watch LeBron the first and second quarter, I'm like, damn, how is he doing this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, his game is his game, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he a bad motherfucker now. He awesome.
He damn sure is. Still to be able to do it like that. But if he had that Richard Hamilton, that pull up at a spot, that Tayshaun, where Tayshaun used to get it in the post with that left hand and just turn and shoot over you,
it'll be unfair.
He told me it'll be unfair. Hey, he would score 60 a game.
It'll be unfair.
I said, I know boxing and basketball is two different games. I never said they were the same, but I'm giving the opinion of a body shot in boxing is for that guy to wear down over time and slow down. And LeBron is running full speed to go dunk a basketball on one end. So on the other end, you can't burn your candles on both ends, especially at 41, 42. So if I was coaching against him, I would say that's okay. Let him go dunk the basketball. Don't foul him until the fourth quarter. But make sure he has to run both ways. I would tell my guys to run for layups, cross up underneath the basket. Chucky, they don't remember this. When guys used to understand how to play with Kerry Kittles, them used to run, cross up under that basket because sometimes guards would just sit there and peek for a second. And now that's a corner three. Just running for layups and crossing, it really confuses the defense. It put a lot of pressure on you.
And it opened up.
For that trailing big.
Yes, sir.
Hello. And so you got to have guards that's in shape and that understand basketball, because running like that doesn't really help you every time. It helps your teammates.
Absolutely. Look, running in general, like you ain't going to get the ball every time. You know how that goes, man. Hey, man, I may run the ball 10 times. I may run the court 10 times. I may only get that thing 3 times, 2 times. Yep. Right? But if you run it every single time, that puts a lot of pressure on the other team.
I'm talking about so much pressure. And I see these guards trotting down the court. They say this is a more athletic NBA. And I see Bronny, I see other guards, veteran guards, they just trotting on the sidelines. And I'm like, no, you sprint that wing and you get on the outside, you might find you a dunk. You might find you a little corner three or a little three at the hash. That's so much pressure you putting on. And if you got a big that's trailing, he might got a dunk, or I might be able to come set that drag screen for you because a big had to help on that guard that's running through. I hit you with a drag screen, you right there for a jump shot.
Yep.
That's offense.
Yeah. But
without a coach calling the play, without somebody saying, hey, we're going to go here, the first thing you're supposed to do is run for layups.
But here's the thing. That was what you're talking about, and we keep saying that. It goes back to old school thinking and the way we play an old school way, right? Mm-hmm. These days, everything has turned. Like Steph Curry, in my opinion, has the game in an uproar right now because guys are just shooting threes after three after three after three after three, and that's what the game is going to.
I don't like it. That's his skill set. That ain't everybody's skill set.
Well, you got general managers that have changed the whole thing. No,
that shit is terrible. because you got athletic bigs, you got people. I'll be like, why are they doing this? They can say this for the fourth quarter. This big or this power forward can make the game so much easier for them. Why are they doing this?
Well,
Why do
because
Gordon have to run around and use all this energy and shoot threes? When he get older, this is not sustainable.
that's
Throw him
what
in
they
that
tell.
post like Charles Barkley, give him 10 touches in that block, and then let him float around and do all that other shit. But get him 10 touches and put pressure on the defense.
But that's what they telling them, Kwame.
That's crazy. I'm not wasting that much talent and athleticism. Nigga, get your big ass down that block. Get the rumbling. And listen, football was started on the ground,
Look,
and just like basketball, your big man got to be happy. It should go inside out.
yeah, but that ain't how they playing. So you have to watch it. Listen, I was at the Detroit Pistons Orlando Magic game a couple of weeks ago. I
Mhm.
watched the Orlando Magic be up 23 points. They were up 23 points, and they missed 25 consecutive shots, which is unheard of to me in professional basketball. 25. I'm sitting in the stands and watching it.
Was
At
any
no,
shot a post up?
no. And they got Paolo Banchero, who is 6'10", 270 pounds on the court. And at no point in time did they call a play to get him the ball near the basket so that he could do something with it
I ain't gonna
to
lie.
stop
I
the
would
game.
have ran into that's his fault. Cause let me tell you what Oak told me. Go your ass in the paint and get a 3-second call.
Okay.
I would have
See?
went in the paint. You gonna see me then when I stand down this motherfucker for 3 seconds and don't
Right.
move. Guess what? Time gonna stop because they gonna say 3 seconds, and I'm gonna say throw the fucking ball down here so that we can at least get a foul or a break in the action because this ain't working.
They missed 25 consecutive shots. They lost.
That's a
They
coach
lost.
problem too.
Hey, look, they lost, and it was a closeout game at home. They got to go back to Detroit for Game 7, and they lost the game. So that's just how these guys are wired nowadays. It's a lot different.
But see, the thing about it is, all these guys had to go through some sort of training against the older cat that showed them that back down, that showed them, if you ever played basketball for real, and you're a true hooper,
Mm-hmm.
soon as a guy get older, what we do, we go to that back down. We go to the
Right,
slow down game.
right,
It's a lot
right.
of old school cats know how to whip young cats because we use this. And if they have taken this out of basketball, and it's
Mm-hmm.
all like scripted. It's all just run around and shoot, dribble, catch and shoot. And Kobe talked against that, like this ain't real basketball. Anybody can do that.
Hey man, it seems as though anybody can do it, but when you watching it to us, it looks funny. Because sometimes it's like all of these guys kind of look alike,
Mm-hmm.
right? Nobody is like what's the use of you being 7 feet if you ain't gonna take advantage of your height advantage, right? You know what I'm saying? Like for me, if I run a pick and roll and I get a big guy switched out to me above the obviously my speed at that point in time becomes my advantage over this guy.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell I'm gonna shoot a long ass 3-point shot for? Like that don't even make no sense now. Unless he just backs up and he just give me a shot, cool. But at
Yep.
that point in time, that's when I gotta use my speed because that's my advantage. Or vice
Yep.
versa. I happen to switch out on a big man, right? And he stands out there by the 3-point line. That ain't to his advantage. That's to my damn advantage. His advantage is to
But
take my last.
you know what people don't give guards like you credit for? You wasn't afraid to stick your motherfucking arm and shoulder,
I,
hip
I,
into
I
the
got
big man because you helped the helper. A lot of
I,
times we always tell the big man to go do this, go do that. But you
mhm,
automatically know if you don't have a guard that understand basketball, know that crack back, know that he got to bump the roll, man.
right.
A lot of these guards don't do that nowadays. They just stand there and the big man
Well,
is just pissed.
well, first of all, Kwame, they don't have to do that because everything now is a switch. When guys was running, when you know what I'm saying, we weren't allowed to switch. We had to stay on our own man, and then you had to help the helper
Yeah.
because guys were running pick and rolls, bigs were stepping out, so someone had to have their back when they stepped out, right?
Yep.
Nowadays it ain't none of that. It's like okay,
You
they
know
run
what? If it's not a switch, tell me what
right.
you think about this stupid ass drop and plug, this soft defense where guards that can actually shoot,
Mm-hmm.
like me as a big man, that drive me crazy. You a guard that can shoot. You coming at me full speed, and you told me to drop off this dude, and he coming
Bro,
off a pick at me with a live dribble. What can I
bro,
do against that?
I would have loved to play against a drop. Man, my gosh. Basically, a drop is basically a drop is I don't want my big to come out of the paint, but I'm trusting that guard ain't gonna stop there and make that shot, so he can't shoot. And if he happen to be making it that
No,
night,
they doing this against guards that can shoot. They
they
dropping and plugging.
man, you can't if you drop a plug against goddamn Steph Curry, that's a death wish. You drop and plug against Damian Lillard, that's a death wish, bro.
Man, listen, it drives me crazy when I see them dropping on guards that is a 3-point threat and they quick. I'm like, what? Why are they not trapping the ball? If these are so many, if they so athletic and all this, you never see them playing like Miami. Miami is a trap the ball, rotate. We're gonna let you shoot corner threes with a hand up with the ideal of sending you baseline. You got to
And
have energy to do that. Why
and
none
another
of the league play like that?
and another thing too, Kwame. Now, this is what I will say to their advantage. These younger guys, they shoot the ball a lot better. Everybody does than we did
And we
when
need
we
to
were.
trap the ball.
Right, we do. But when you trapping that ball like that, you're gonna leave somebody open every time,
When
and
you
that's
drop and
that's what they're
plug,
trying.
guess what happens?
You're
You
gonna
leave
get you're gonna get
the
a
big
guard.
on
You're gonna
the
get a guard.
island,
Right.
and the guard still breaking the big down, kicking it out for threes. Like me personally, I would much rather you beat me making threes because I know there's a lot of nuances to a game. I want to
Mm-hmm.
see you make that three when we hitting you, when we coming down hammering you every time. When you shooting threes, because guess what? Threes lead to long rebounds.
Long rebounds. Right.
So we fast breaking. You better not miss that motherfucker. You better not hope you get tired. You better hope we ain't running your ass in this triangle, making you have to work, and every guy got to be accounted for because we got to account for everything you're doing.
Yeah. Well,
You
I
better
mean,
hope you keep making these threes.
yeah. What? They picking their poison. They playing the percentages no differently than we did, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Hey. Do you want to give up? Do you want to give up the uncontested dunk, or do you want to give up that 3-point shot? You know
I
what I'm
believe
saying?
in protecting my paint. I don't think these guys shoot that good. I think if you make them defend,
Mm-hmm.
then their percentage is going to be their percentage. It's going to go down. The more you got to run, the more you got to defend, the more
Mm-hmm.
pressure we put on you, those percentages going to go down. I would rather you hit them threes all game long we continue to trap that point guard and rotate and make you beat us deep. Pause.
Well, hey, man. Again, that was the way we did things. These guys are different now. You got all this other stuff that's involved in the game that these guys going by that we didn't. With us, we played inside out. You had Shaq, you had guys like Rasheed Wallace, Tim Duncan. Everybody played inside out. Nowadays,
Mhm.
these guys play outside in. So it's a different game with different rules and strategy.
They making the game harder. And I think if they wouldn't have to travel so much. Because I'm telling you, they say these guys are skilled, but all this traveling I see, I wish I could take that many steps. Let me go.
Man,
And
hey, look,
if
it's a
passing
whole
the
lot of
ball to
damage.
somebody and they taking 3 dribbles into an assist, then they need to add more assists to my goddamn shit. I see the guy pass the ball at half court. Motherfucker take 3 dribbles, cross it over, lay it up. That's an assist. I
Hey,
said,
man.
what?
Yeah, that's what. Hey, look, but everything is. You know how it is right now, man. Everything
Everything is air pack now. These are
is
air
air pack.
pack
Yes, absolutely, absolutely,
stats.
absolutely.
Hey man, we done an hour, man. So you want to keep going about something? And you at this time you should drop your page. What's your page and where should everybody find you at?
Right now, I don't have no page, bro.
What?
Man, I just got infiltrated, man. Somebody just broke into my social media, my Facebook and my and my Instagram, bro. That
You
just
shouldn't have
happened to
told
me.
me you was gonna work with me.
All right, that's all right. That's all right. We gonna listen. We gonna get it. We gonna get it popping.
Yeah, man.
I'm about to get into this podcast space and this Facebook live. I mean, this YouTube live stuff, man.
Shit, just
Um,
start another email today. Get you a
I'm a,
new
I'm
page,
a,
and we can start
I'm a.
dual streaming.
All right, I'm gonna start that today. I'm gonna do that today when I finish, and then
Yeah.
let's talk. Let's chat later on tonight.
All right, let's dual
All right.
stream. We'll dual stream some of the game. Or no, matter of fact, I got a flight tonight. I got a flight at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I'll be watching the game actually on the damn plane.
Well,
But when I
we
land,
we could
I
we,
land probably right around the time the game ends. So we
all
could
right.
probably do something after I land.
Let's chat
It's
tonight.
gonna be late though.
I don't care.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yes, sir. Salute to
Yes,
you, man. I
yes,
appreciate it,
sir,
man.
man. All love, bro. You know how we do, dog. Love you,
Yes,
boy.
sir. And I'm finna get my golf game up because I ain't
Man,
shit, but
hey,
I'm,
look,
I'm really finna go at
you better,
least. I'm a overdo the fly because I like that
hey, look,
outfit, so I'm gonna
hey,
come out there looking good.
hey, listen, man. I'm out here. I got my foot on. I got my foot on this guy's neck right here, right here.
Right.
Hey,
What's
look,
up, big dog?
hey, look. I got my foot on
What's
my
going
guy.
on, man? Hey, don't let them do you like that, man.
Hey, look. This is Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro from the Big Break, and I'm kicking his ass right now.
Hey, check it. I always was told the first person that tell a story usually a damn lie.
Hey, look. I got him. I got him right now. I'm on his head. So let me go ahead and finish this, man. We'll chat tonight, man. Thank
All
y'all,
right.
everybody that's a part of the thing that text and it was a part of the chat today. I appreciate
Yes, sir.
y'all.
Appreciate
Look
you,
forward to
man.
seeing y'all tonight.
All right. All love.
Yes, sir. Love you, boy.
Yep.
My dog. Yeah.
Man, hey, that's what it is, man. I love chatting with people that understand basketball. You understand me? See, we ain't have to argue. We ain't have to yell our point. We ain't. I disagree with him on certain things. He disagree with me. I ain't got to cuss him out. I don't got to make you think I'm right. I just want to hear your perspective, brother. You know, we all got different perspective. Can we get basketball talk about what a person's perspective is instead of going to get somebody else to curse them out, argue with them, tell them he's stupid, pull up their stat sheet? When you niggas listen to football players talk basketball, you listen to people with screws in their knee that never played basketball. So you can't invalidate people based on what you agree and don't agree with. Just have the perspective, have the conversation, and different people see different nuances to the game. Speak about it and leave it the fuck alone. All this stupid fake journalism that you gotta you guys are listening to football players talk basketball. So you're not that serious anyway. So at least try to have a fucking conversation, okay? It's not that hard. Kwame, you know your stuff. You're the basketball whisperer. Man, I was picked number one. I used to kick ass. I ain't gonna lie. But I ran into a buzzsaw, MJ. MJ was the number one pick. I don't know why people say I was number one. Number one is the motherfucker who get the keys to that pretty gym and they get to drive the car. MJ had my ass in the trunk. I ain't get to drive. I ain't get to ride. I was in the trunk. But I had some fun though. Shit, I logged in 18 rebounds with MJ on the court one day and 6 blocks. Yeah, I had as like a rookie, a punk little rookie had 13.18 rebounds and 6 blocks. I think that was my stat line. I missed a lot of chip ins too because I had a fucked up ass hand. You know what I'm saying? They say it's little, but if you can see these knuckles, they gone. Yeah, these knuckles gone. So a couple little fights that y'all ain't know about. I bust my hands up and I bust my wrists up. And MJ ain't tell y'all the truth. They said his hands were small. No, it's because I trigger Tai Chi a couple motherfuckers that put their hands on me. I only did it because they touched me. And David Stern tried to tell me, you the number one draft pick. You can't do that. And I just didn't understand. That didn't register to me. I guess because I put myself at a bar, like if I was to go out, and this is what they're telling these number one draft picks. If you go somewhere to eat or you go somewhere to dance because it was 11 o'clock, you put yourself in a situation. No, I said, I put myself behind a girl's ass and I was just grooving. That's all I was doing. And so if you put your hands on this little small chin, see, this chin ain't that big and it was smaller when I was younger. So if you put your hands on this chin, I was taught to put my hands on you. And other than that, I was taught to keep my hands to myself. So motherfucker put his hands on me. And I could never, David Stern kept trying to drill it in my head. And I remember Krista Chin was there. Krista Chin, I love Krista Chin. Shout out to Krista Chin. Krista Chin had to deal with my crazy ass a lot. So I don't know how she did it because she ain't up like this big. Anybody in the NBA know Krista Chin. Krista Chin used to call me all the time. You okay? Hell no, I'm about to kill this motherfucker, Krista. Everything I wanted to say, I was saying it to Krista. So if y'all thought I was quiet, Krista Chin knew I wasn't quiet. So she talked me down off my heel. You know, they put a black woman there to talk to hood baby. They know us, the black women raised me. So they was like, yeah, we got to get a black woman to calm this nigga down. He don't listen to men. get a black woman. So they got Krista. So she was the black woman that was talking to me and keeping me from kicking ass. So yeah, man, I couldn't understand that. So a lot of these NBA players probably went through what I went through. People looking at you as a walking lick and people disrespecting you because of it. And so at that time, he made one mistake though, because I can handle disrespect. But the one thing I can't handle is you putting your damn hands on this goddamn little small chin. And he put his hands on this small chin. Hey, boy, look at here. I don't know who that dude is, but boy, I wasn't no merciful ass whooper back then. No, I wasn't no merciful ass whooper. So I broke everything in his goddamn face. And Udonis, he laughed about it. He said, they say you were swinging like this. I told Gil that story. Udonis came in there. He was joking in the Florida locker room. They say you were swinging like this. I said, Udonis, I don't give a fuck how I'm swinging. He went to bed, though. Shit. And Gil, no. KB, before you go, what strategy should OKC do in order to control Wemby? They got to do more of the same. They got to hit him early and often. When he rolled to the basket, you got to chuck him. You got to be physical with him. You're going to have to take a few fouls. I think they played the perfect strategy against Wemby. Now, they're not going to let them play that rough with him this game. But again, Caruso, when he's rolling, if he stay low and just give him an extra little chuck, anytime he roll into the basket, get into them knees, I would be as physical as possible with Wemby. I would bump him just for no reason. He running up the court, I'll just shove him. I just run into him, boom, and just act like you got to play like Dennis Rodman back in the day. Just be an annoying little gnat. And I think you can frustrate him. I think you can frustrate him into another elbow. If you can frustrate Wemby to sling that goddamn elbow, I hate to say it, somebody got to just keep your head low and try not to get cut. Because I think they can frustrate him. I think they need to keep doing that. I think what they did in game 2, do more of it, but they're going to have to sneak and do it with the guards. They're going to have to sneak and do that with the guards. That's what I think. You know, you had 30 points and grabbed 19 boards, 2 Gil jacking up the bricks, and 9 for 29. Hey, man, listen, man. Hey, listen, I don't believe people when they say whatever they say about me. I know what the fuck I can do with a basketball. I done got back in shape, too. I'm fine, and I look like this. Humble much, boy? But thank God that I done got back in shape through the power of the Lord in prayer, that I done got back in shape. And, you know, I can still shake, rattle, and roll now. But I ain't going up and down. Hell no. I'm not running up and down no court. Fire Live. Salute to you, Shotty Yachty. Alex Caruso got a little Larry Bird in him. Boy, he damn sure did the other day. I like Caruso, but the Lakers didn't like Caruso. So, you know. Hey, man, you shouldn't have ate my chocolate. Ain't nobody trying to hear that beat. You're not getting on no soft bed. You shouldn't have ate my fucking chocolate. Yeah. That's how you talk to us. You're going to try to whine. Royce can only do so much for Braun. What? Boy, that goddamn Cito crazy as hell. Kwame, do you think, hold on, let me read it over here. Kwame, who do you think would be a better matchup for New York in the finals? Also, what is it like guarding someone like Dwight Howard? For New York. So you wait a minute. Hold on. I like how you just added that in there, matchup for New York. So you basically saying New York just going to automatically win, huh? Okay. Well, I think San Antonio is going to find a way to win this series. And especially if Fox come back. The turnovers are going to slow down and they can have a little more controlled game. And I think they'll pull it out. And then I don't think New York can do nothing with San Antonio. Yeah, I don't think they can do nothing with them. But if they can frustrate Wemby, if they can have another game where they can keep frustrating Wemby, which we're going to see what Wemby's pedigree is tonight. He's talking about hypothetically speaking. We're going to see what Wemby's pedigree is tonight. The cheat code. I think Wemby is the cheat code. And I think Wemby, when they need a big shot, Wemby got ice in his veins. The man pulled up from the logo. So in my belief, when you have a player that rises to the occasion in big moments, I think he is going to look at that tape and look at how they took him out of the game. He got a little frustrated, and he's going to find a way to make an adjustment, whether it be to go out and shoot threes, whether it be to keep his hands up higher so the ref can clearly see he's being grabbed. Because he can literally they can throw the ball to this kid up high. If he just keep his arms up, they can throw the ball to him up high. He can turn with the ball here and shoot it. Because he likes to get down low. But if he catch it around the free throw line, which I think they should post him up he should do that diamond where he goes from one free throw line, he goes to the block, free throw line to the block, just for a while, and with his hands up, and just turn and shoot that bitch. And just turn and shoot it. It's unfortunate Fox's sideline because San Antonio, he's questionable for the night, right? I know Wemby said he may be able to play. So we'll see. We will see. But listen, y'all, that's my time for this live. I want to get into another topic. I want to start talking about Chud the Builder, some of this political stuff, because these people have lost their mind. I really want to get into a different live. I want to keep this one as a sports live, and I want to get into a little bit of the entertainment and other side of things. Do you guys want to go over to my other channel, or do you want me to come back over here on this channel? Which one? Chud News is crazy. He said, I never knew of him. Shit, that boy viral, man. These Anton Daniels, a lot of these content creators ain't going to talk about Chud the Builder because they don't want to lose them white boys on their page. But I'm a little based or crazy or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but I talk about everything and anything. Kwame, why they never talk about the game when you had a double-double? You went hard on that game. I think you had 30 points too. If I'm not mistaken, Jack and Stephen A. Jack S.A. Oh, no. What you whining about? You the one are the reason why you in there. You ate chocolate. Dogs don't eat chocolate. Especially you stole. And I don't like thieves. So you're going to have to take your jail time. I don't care. Yeah. Ain't no commissary for thieves. Nah. Salute. She want to get out of jail. I got her locked up. She was stealing and shit, eating chocolate off the counter. I don't play that. You know what I mean? Now she got to get some more doggone pumpkins. Yeah, I got to give you some yams because you got to get that out your system. Stop stealing this shit. You got to put things on top of the refrigerator because you like to steal. She's so damn tall, you can't put nothing nowhere. She'll eat the bread. Coming to the mother, she eat the bread off the counter. What the fuck is you doing eating a whole loaf of bread, you big horse? Drop the apples on the counter, come back in, she chewing on the apple. God damn. I thought I had a dog, not a cow. Yeah, whatever. She locked up. Damn sure got her locked up. Poor order, shit, poor me. Motherfucker eating all the chicken, eating the apples, any damn thing you put in reach, this motherfucker want to eat. She a Dogo Argentina. This motherfucker, I come in this month, I said, what the? I just like, what the hell? She bit through the loaf of bread. She just trying to hurry up and eat it before I come kick her in the ass. I'm just like, Lord, how the fuck did I just laugh? I just picked up the bowl of water. Your ass want to eat bread? You ain't gonna get nothing to drink. Put the water on top of the microwave, just let her ass finish and just sit there. She be licking her lip, dry as hell, just let no fucking water. I ain't doing like nothing. Shit, she don't want fucking with shit. There's consequences for what you do. All right? Damn sure live. I know you probably got a shit now, don't you? She ain't gonna shit in that cage. That's why she locked up. I'll make sure. And I took her little pillow out. I spoiled this dog. She got a pillow in the bottom of her cage. It's lazy motherfucker. So if she had her pillow still in there, she wouldn't even be whining. I made sure, I said, give me this goddamn pillow. And I put the pillow outside, and she in her cage with no pillow. She ain't never feel that ever in her life. So she probably over there like, what the fuck? What did I do? Yeah, no pillow. You calling them folk, they can't do nothing. Most people don't put pillows in their dog cage. Shit, that is not a crime to not put a pillow in a dog cage. Her stomach gonna be flipping. I told her not to do that. Shit, she don't listen. This big motherfucker, man. You can't make one mistake, boy. You put them groceries down, you better think about leaving the room. This motherfucker gonna eat. Yeah, I bet it hurt in there. Yeah, you ain't got no pillow. Yeah, she whining. Yeah. That's all she want. I let her out that cage. She gonna go lay right on that goddamn pillow. That's all she want is that goddamn pillow. It ain't her stomach yet. She want that goddamn pillow. I let her out. She going straight to that pillow. She got a big ass pillow. She got two. She got a bed. I said about you mean 7 foot. I ain't being mean. She need to stop eating all my shit. Hey, I made sure I took her pillow out of the cage. Let me show y'all her pillow. This her cage pillow right here. Yeah, this the pillow in her cage. Yeah, I took that bitch out. Yeah. No pillow in her cage no more. Fuck that. Hard plastic floor. Peter can't do nothing about that. They sell it like that. If you're going to be mad at somebody, be mad at Tractor Supply, because Tractor Supply say that little ass thing of plastic was good enough. So don't be mad at me. She know you talking shit about her too? Yeah, I'm talking shit because she ate my chocolate. I was finna make s'mores. Look, I had marshmallows to make s'mores, and this motherfucker want to eat my chocolate. I even got the good kind of graham crackers that ain't got no biogenetic shit in it. No biogenetic stuff in here. And I had my Hershey's. I was ready to go. I said, boy, I'm gonna make me some motherfucking s'mores after I hit this ganja. And I come in here, she laying on her bed eating my chocolate, pulling it apart like she a fucking goddamn raccoon or something. I said, you big bitch, you. And she just got up, ran right into her cage. I said, come out of that goddamn cage. She come goddamn whimpering over to me. I ain't gonna touch you. I took that goddamn pillow out the cage. Now go in the damn cage. Shit. Now go your ass in the cage. Yeah. Yeah, she switched up on me. She said, I set this down for 2 seconds and walked out and was like, oh shit, let me go back in and get my goddamn chocolate off the counter. I knew what she was gonna do. I said, oh shit, let me go get this shit off the counter. I come back in, I said, you motherfucker. I think she be trolling me. I think this dog be trolling me for real. This dog be trolling. She know when I want something, she be like, you ain't getting shit. Or to say you don't need that shit. Oh, she don't need it. It's your fault because you left it in reach. Is anything in her damn reach? This goddamn dog so big, this motherfucker be all up looking up in the cabinet. Fuck you got in there. What the fuck you put up in here? She just get on them hind legs. This motherfucker get damn near hit my shoulder. What you talking about? You got to put shit on top of the refrigerator for this fucking dog. See, I was going to let you out. I was going to give you 5 more minutes, but you crying. Ain't no crying. Chest up, chin up, chest out order. That's what I like. Take your time like a woman. Shit. Oh, shit. Now, see, come on now. Woman up. Y'all should see her goddamn face. She looking like, boy, I'm going to get out this cage and bite this shit out you. She eat that swagger. No, she don't eat swagger. She smell that shit. She get the hell on. Did you see the lady get 42 years? What lady? Yeah, I had to put her in doggy time out. But I'm about to let her out now, though. See, right when I say I'm about to let you out, you keep whining. Whining don't get you nowhere. You can't cry tears. Spoiled ass. Yeah, she ate my shit, man. Now I gotta go back to the damn stove. I was ready, boy. Cracker, marshmallow, chocolate, cracker. I was ready. Oh, man. Oh, let order out now. Let me let her out, man. Y'all crying for the damn dog, man. All right, you done served enough time. You served 10 minutes in the big house. Now, don't you be eating no motherfucking time. Don't even lick the bed. Don't lick the fucking bed. I gotta lock your ass back up. She gonna try to lick the bed that she got the chocolate on. She served her 10 minutes in the big house. Tell my y'all soft. They said, hell yeah, they soft. Oh, because she in a dog kennel. Most people don't put no damn soft ass mat in a dog kennel. Look at her. She ain't crying no more. Right on that damn soft ass bed, punk. And you bet not, if I see you lick that chocolate off that bed, she gotta look. Hey! I gotta wash her damn dog bed. You better not lick that fucking chocolate. Don't look at me again. Fuck around and sell you to the goddamn Maylene. There's a Chinese restaurant around the goddamn corner. Oh yeah, she got right there. She was like, oh shit. Chinese restaurant around the corner. Eat my goddamn marshmallows. If she would have went for the marshmallows, I could have just cut the bag in half. I got more marshmallows. She went to the fucking chocolate. Got slobber all on the rest of the bag. I said, boy, I wonder if I can goddamn get the chocolate off the back. And I look in there, slob all in it. I said, oh shit, I can't fuck with none of these chocolates. Slob all on the outside, slob all on. She fucked up my whole get down. Like I was ready. I said, I'm gonna smoke me one. I'm gonna do the elliptical, and I'm gonna make me some s'mores later on. Slob everywhere. That's my time, y'all. Man, I got another live. I think, did y'all tell me to my yucky? Did y'all say y'all wanted me to come back over here or go over to my other channel? I think I'm gonna go over to my other channel because no, we got to get this channel back in the algorithm too. And we got to get the other channel going. I think I'm gonna go both channels. KB trying to sell his dog, trying to go to make some barbecue Rockefeller lips. What? Rockefeller lips. What the fuck? Oh, I already done made an image of myself with bigger lips. I don't even think that shit look right. I'm calling DSP Dog Protection Service. Why? Because she over there now chilling on her bed. She got 10 minutes of time out for stealing. I don't give a damn what the Dog Protection Service say. There's laws around here against stealing a man's chocolate. You understand? You don't steal a man's chocolate. No, you don't steal a man's chocolate. Shit pissing me off all over again. She over there smiling. Raggedy mama. She over there. I should see me and my dog were wrestling and shit. I should go put her in the headlock. Oh, now she don't want to look at me. She in her mood now. She done turned her head on me now. I don't even want to look. I don't resist to her right now. She done turned her motherfucking whole back on me. You don't even want to look at me now. How can I license your edit videos for a channel for truck drivers? Good question. Shit, good question. What do you mean license? You want to just use them? Oh, you might curse people out since you upset about the chocolate. Yeah, I need to go on my other channel. I might curse them then. Because we done kept this channel pretty clean. I'll just come back over here after I calm down. Because I am mad about my chocolate. No, Miss Collins, I went and bought me something to calm me down about that chocolate. Yeah, I went and bought me something that's going to calm me down as soon as I go outside. You know what? I got to stay calm. Let me go ahead and get ready to go outside and calm down. I done name dropped my homegirl, Chrissa. Go outside and stay calm. If it's dark chocolate, it's toxic. Damn. Yeah, it was the Hershey milk chocolate she ate. Shit pissed me off too, man. She done drove me to drink. Safeway, here we go. You expose ball players are some real haters. When it comes to LeBron, you're entitled to your opinion. Um, but if I said something favorable about LeBron, you'd probably say I was right. Gil gonna see what. Gil gonna say you drunk? Yeah, I'm drove me to drink. But it's time to go out here and flame on. LeBron done? Yeah. Man, listen. They say you a LeBron hater. The man said LeBron was one of the best 1, 2, or 3 top 3 players in the league. One of the best he's ever seen. But it's time for him to retire. But that's LeBron hate. Interesting. I just think a lot of people are LeBron ass kissers. That's what I think. But I'm up out of this thing. Gilly got bigger problems. I heard that Gil lost his channel. I was watching Casino, and I heard he lost his. I actually text Gil. I'm like, "Yo, did you lose your stuff to Skip?" And then I watched Marcellus Wiley talk about it. Saw Casino talk about it. I'm like, "Wow." And then I saw Self Talk pretty much give Lowlight all the credit, even though Self Talk, me, Gilbert, Anton Daniels was on my channel talking about it. 2 big content creators, and we're debating about ownership. And they yelled at me and said, well, Gil did say you own 100% of nothing. And I'm like, what? And I would say, I'm in my office. Why would you do that? I was asking him, why would you give up ownership? Why would you give up your name? That's your name. And I said, you lost that show once your stupid ass got arrested. I told him all this stuff. But once again, people dubbed me a hater instead of saying, he's right, You got to watch how you behave, especially when you're dealing with other people's money. And people didn't understand that. They think you're supposed to be able to act wildly coyote. I understand the child's play and Instagram when you're no chill, Gil, but when you take millions of dollars from people, they expect you to act a certain way. So that's what I've learned about life. But I guess, nowadays they pay you to do the fool too. So I don't know. But it does look like the show went on without him. And it does look like a lot of the other people that watch the show thinks the show is being ran better without him. And I do think, well, I won't even say what I think. I just want to see what happens. I'm kind of attached to this whole thing because we had the ownership conversation. So I'm interested to see what happens. I don't have a dog in the fight either way. I wasn't trying to start no beef when I reached out to him. I don't think Marcellus Wiley or anybody else was trying to start beef when they reacted to it. So, but hopefully he get his show back. Hopefully he get his name back. Them people done messed up his name with his HOA. He had HOA problem. They done left the neighborhood. They done built the arena and still got the same guys working it. And Gil is off on vacation during the playoffs, during the NBA finals. Doesn't really make sense, but hey, it is what it is, It is what it is. We tried to tell him. But hey, it is what it is. Everybody got their own walk. Everybody is doing what they do. Blessings to the brother. He's still successful. He's still making money. He's still got a YouTube page. And more importantly, for now, he's still free. But I would say that it gives me the feeling that I was right about what I was saying. But it's not about being right. Um, it's about ownership. And this should be a lesson in ownership, in my opinion. But let's get to my other channel. We got a lot of stuff to go over. Gil needs to know who has his best interests. Nothing ever makes sense to you because you're naturally a doofus. Well, come up here and tell me how it makes sense to you. There you go. Instead of calling names, or anybody can do that. I'm very good at calling names. But so are 10-year-olds, so are 5-year-olds. Let's see if you can come up and articulate yourself and tell me why it makes sense for Gilbert Arenas to be off right in the playoffs, like the games that we're seeing right now. Why would he be over on YouTube talking about it instead of on his own show? Or are you just relegated to name calling? Big bitch ass nigga. Trying to be good, boy. These niggas, man, these niggas, boy. You know how to work a nigga nerves, boy. All right, start your engines. Start your engines, man. You got to get him up out of here. Doofus. These are the people who support that show. One ply toilet paper thinkers. Unbelievable. Gotta love them though. They here with us. Gotta love them. Just pat them on top of the head. Pat them on top of the head. Oh, oh. This dude still hating on you, shaking my head all these years. Man, it's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable, boy, that I can hold somebody attention that long. That allegedly don't watch me. They can just jump out the bushes and say something stupid. Amazing. Amazing. Carcino is fat, leading you in a ambush. So reporting on things that you hear is leading me into an ambush. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Well, I won't be going anywhere. I'll still be behind a computer. So you mean a cyber ambush? Got it. Anyway, I got to get to my other channel. These motherfuckers crazy, boy. Hey, but I'm up out of this thing. I'm going. Appreciate everybody who chatted, super chatted. Once again, shout out to Chucky for coming over here, blessing the channel. Hopefully we can get him going on YouTube. He said he's going to start a page later. We will be dropping a link. Y'all have a blessed morning, man. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone.